Find out how a noob, like you might be, began learning fighting games after years of trying and failing. In Zero to Primo, the beginner's journey into fighting games, or the training arc of a loser learning to have fun. Oh boy. Fighting games are cool as hell, we all know it. The characters are sick, the combos are sick, the babes are sick. The problem is, I suck at fighting games. I've touched them here and there ever since I was a kid, but gun to my head, I cannot win a match to save my own life. But it's 2024, and I'm sick of being left out of the cool kids table. I'm gonna finally get better at fighting games.
But that's right.
I'm making these vids for two reasons. Number one, so I can look back at my progress later down the road. And number two, to hopefully inspire other newbies, rip off the band-aid and just jump into it. There's a metric shit ton of awesome tutorials by very lovely people posted on YouTube. With this extensive library of learning material, let's see exactly how long it takes to get through the School of Hard Knocks. So what is the first step? How do I start getting into fighting games? What do the experts say is the definitive first step? It's obvious, but yeah, how you start getting into fighting games is just by starting and playing one. Seriously though, one of the hardest parts of starting anything is just starting. You ever looked at a blank canvas? That can easily turn into a midlife crisis. The simple act of starting can be a massive roadblock in and of itself, and the thought of going online and everyone caving your skull in is the most prevalent deterrent. I mean, dude, I wanted to get into Guilty Gear Strive and DNF Duel when they came out, but those games' beginner bases came and went. Those servers are dominated by absolute psychos now. They'll rip me to shreds. Now I gotta find another game to play and get started with. What's the right fighting game for me to start with? There were two choices for me to consider. Choice A.
Pick a game that's new because it allows your ability to ease into the transition of learning the game a lot less cumbersome.
And B.
Literally whichever game you're interested in. Whichever game makes you feel the spark is the one that you should chase. That spark will be what fuels you when things get hard.
I picked a game that was both new, as of late January 2024, and I personally think looks sick as fuck.
Tekken 8!
Raina looks just so awesome, and I wanted to play as her the second I saw her trailer. And since Tekken 8 is new, there's going to be a girthy pool of players at my level. I can go in and spar with other people starting from scratch, just like me! For my first week playing, I solely dedicated my sessions to just figuring out how to do anything in this topsy-turvy quap-ass game. Every day I went into training to evaluate what I could do, what I already learned from earlier sessions, and then figuring out what I could build on. First day, I learned Raina's fastest, easiest combos, how to defend, and what rectangles were what. Second day, I learned other moves you could do with simple inputs, 1+2, 3+4, yada yada, blah 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 blah. Third day, I learned all the directional inputs and all the crazy shit that goes with it. When I was ready to lube up, I went into rank to start owning people. If I could summarize my first week playing Tekken 8 in one clip, it would be... Okay, come on, get it! I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It was rough. A straight uphill climb, dude. For every 10 losses, I maybe clawed like one win. Especially day 2. I don't know if all the Tekken 7 dudes got their paychecks that day and just got T8. The lower ranks were just perpetual juggles and quarter carrying combos. Combos for days! It was insane! All those whoopings put the fear of God in me. Learn to duck or get... Truly, the fighting game genre is the embodiment of trial by fire. I went in completely unprepared for the harsh realities waiting for me. Getting my ass kicked in a video game is easy to deal with, more or less. Just the fact that I was trying and learning something new each confrontation felt so cool and kept me going. And that's when it started to click. The fun of fighting games isn't winning, it's learning. Learning a new move and testing it out in combat, learning something new mid-combat, anticipating and reacting to your opponent's moves and countering. It's like chess, but if it was a fighting game. Oh wait, they made that? Oh shit. My goal quickly became not to win matches, but to win one round. You learn to crawl, and then learn to walk, and then learn to run. Basically, just don't go down like a bitch. Sure, I ran into Tekken 7 Giga Chads and I couldn't really learn much.
Damn! Shit!
But for the most part, I ran into other players at my skill level, and those were the really fun matches. The back and forth, the pa-da-ta of fists and feet. I had a chance to digest all the information I was learning and exercise my gray matter. They made up some of my more memorable experiences in the game thus far. That and the actual Giga Chad showing up out of nowhere. I said that the hardest part of all this was starting, but what's even harder is going back for more. I can see why a lot of people cringe at the very idea of just starting, because once they do start, will they have the stones to go back to it? And I made the joke earlier already, it's the school of hard knocks. Like, it don't play around. Really, what better name can you give it? In order to learn fighting games, you gotta take your licking before you start kicking. I want to make it a habit to play every single day that I can. No 0 days. If there's time for 2 or 3 matches, then get that in. If there's only time to get into training to figure stuff out, get that in. As long as you don't quit, you win. Overall, how would I say my experience has been thus far? I'd say pretty fucking awesome. I've played more of this game than any other fighter I've played in the past 20-some years of my life. I could actually feel myself improving a shit ton after playing just 9 hours out of the week, 9 or 10, give or take. I'm getting much more clutch matches. I'm winning more rounds than I had before. I'm even surprising myself sometimes and winning them quicker than I thought I would. I'm going to keep working at it and keep improving so that when more games come out, I can take my skills from this game and apply them there. I'll keep you posted on my progress here on Zero to Primo. If you made it this far, whoa!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If you indeed did enjoy the video, click the like button and tell YouTube I'm not complete shit. And hey, maybe even hop over to the Tuesday night streams on this channel where I practice and grind live. See you in the ring, bud. Peace.